My name is Rebecca, and I'm with Marcus News.
Pleased to meet you, Rebecca.
As we all know, you're a guide with your company, Adventure Consultants, during the 1996 Everest expedition. Your journey began well, but suddenly tragedy struck, and it all went into thin air. So, at the beginning of the expedition, did you think your clients were experienced enough to get to the summit without tragedy?
Well, I knew that not all of my clients were experienced with climbing, but I didn't expect anything like this to happen. I expected some delays, but I never thought that there would be many deaths. I was confident I could get everyone to the summit and back down safely.
Why did you think that unqualified climbers could summit Everest?
I'd had climbers that had been even less experienced that summited Everest and made it back down. There had always been good weather. Maybe that was just good luck.
Why did you treat Sherpas with respect while other expeditions treated them badly?
I believed that our safety was in their hands and that they did more for us than anyone else had been doing. They deserve our respect.
Were you upset with Lobsang when he and Fisher's Sherpa didn't fix the ropes at the top of the mountain?
I was disappointed that they put the clients in a potentially dangerous situation, and the fact that it took more time to get the ropes fixed slowed our ascent to the summit, which contributed to us being caught in the storm.
You had talked about having strict turnaround time of 1 to 2 p.m. Yet when you were reaching the top with your clients, you fell far behind your turnaround time and didn't enforce it. Why did you do this when you knew that danger would increase the longer you waited?
Doug Hansen, one of my clients on the expedition, had attempted to summit Everest a few years before, but had to turn around at the last minute. I didn't want to be the one to ruin his dream again, so I lugged him up to the top of the mountain. This was a huge mistake, and we finally reached the summit around 5 p.m. when the storm was about to come down on top of us. After we left the peak and got stuck on the south summit, the storm was in full force, and Doug was in no condition to descend further. I refused to leave him there. My downfall was trying to please my clients, which caused me to ignore the turnaround time completely.
Why did you lose your composure when the South Africans stated they would possibly summit Everest on the same day as your team?
They came across as only caring for themselves and not taking into consideration the well-being of others on the mountain. You could never tell what they were going to do next. I was concerned with the safety of my clients since last-minute decisions on the mountain could be disastrous.
After the death of your good friend Gary Ball, why did you continue to climb mountains and be a mountain guide?
Mountain climbing is what I love, and Gary didn't die in vain. I know that if he were still alive, he would want me to continue to climb no matter what.
Before the official ascent of the mountain, you were staying at La Bouge, in an unsanitary place at the foot of Everest. You forced your clients to stay in an extra night so you could help a Sherpa who had fallen thousands of feet. Do you regret leaving them where they got sick, causing them to have to deal with the illness for the rest of the trip?
No, I think that it is very important to help people who are in danger. I know that my clients got sick while they were there and had to suffer through that, but saving lives is more important to me.
In your final conversation with your wife, you told her not to worry too much about you. Had you accepted the fact that you were in severe danger of dying?
At that moment, I had accepted that I didn't have the tools, nor was I in the correct condition to descend past the south summit. I didn't want to alarm Jan or anyone else back at base camp. I knew what could happen, and I didn't want to get anyone's hopes up that I would make it down alive, because I knew I most likely wasn't going to be able to.
Well, that concludes our interview with Rob Hall. Now to a message from our sponsor, Global Gloves. See you next week.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, your frostbite is so bad. You should try these gloves. They cure your frostbite.
Thanks, it's really cold. I need them.
Wow, there's no more frostbite. It actually works.
Everyone should buy Global Gloves.
If you buy a pair of Global Gloves now,
You'll get an additional pair of defrosting goggles.
And if you order now, we'll double your offer for only $49.99.